Mike talks about people struggling to pay their bills, but still want you to buy him stuff. Tater complains about humidity, and Timothy, yeah, he's milking his back issue. All right, let's start out with cheap off-grid living Mike. That's right. Mike, he sat down and he did some gazintas and he was doing some figuring, and he wanted to do an estimate about how much his little porch roof or rain catchment system, whatever it is, cost him so far. I wonder if he was figuring out just his cost or what everyone paid for. Mike goes on to say that people are working 2 and 3 jobs and they're still struggling. Meanwhile, Mike works 0 jobs and expects those struggling people that are working to pay his way. Now, Mike was talking about he got a late start because, well, see, Mike goes down these YouTube rabbit holes of economic doom and civil collapse. And he just watches these things over and over again until he gets all lost. And then he comes out here and roams around the desert, counting all the things that he needs and wanting you to buy it while he tells you all about the struggles of people, that prices of things are going way up, and the cost of this and the price of that, and yeah, people are desperate, and they're gonna start mass looting soon. Mikey says all this, but he's still not deterred from holding his hand out and expecting his wish list to be fulfilled. Now Mike says that even though he talks about all this economic collapse and civil unrest and people just can't make ends meet, he's not a gloom and doom person. He's not a doomsday person. He's just saying what he sees. But Mikey not being a doomsday person, isn't this the guy that was disappointed that the prophecy wasn't fulfilled? The world didn't end and he didn't get raptured? It doesn't get much more doomsday than that, does it? Mike talks about the struggles of people in this economy. He feels sorry for these folks. That's right. He says he feels sorry, but not sorry enough not to take food out of their mouth with his incessant begging. He knows that you're struggling, people, but look, you can put your needs aside, can't you? I need screws and joist hangers. I need some stuff out here. I got to get some seeds to plant here so I can be self-sufficient. Come on, dig deeper, folks. Dig deeper. As good old Mikey ends his commentary on his video research on the civilization that he hides from, he hangs his head and declares he needs to do something. He needs some money, and he's got to work a little bit harder, and he's got to do something. Don't be silly. Not that something. Something else. Mike is desperate to get his channel to take off and support his perfect and cheap lifestyle. Yeah, his channel. That's all he's worried about, his channel. Well, and of course, you folks. Mike has said in a video that his expenses are just over $500 a month. $500 a month, and he still can't manage to get that. He needs your likes and views to survive. Mike then makes the announcement that he's going to start memberships. Now, there's nothing wrong with memberships. I mean, everybody has them, right? But it's just the thing that you're going to have memberships. You beg for likes. You beg for views. You tell people you want them to buy you this and that and the other thing. And you have a list and you show them the list of stuff that you need them to buy you. You do live begathons and you monitor PayPal like it's a fucking air traffic control screen. Nothing is beneath you except punching the time clock. I don't get it. Mikey does all this talk about people living life but barely hanging on. But then he has his statements about how wonderful, self-sustaining, and cheap that his life is. By his own admission, his life cost a fraction, a mere fraction of what most people struggle to pay. Yet he still needs you to make him self-sufficient and whole while you're struggling to pay your own bills. Yeah, I know that's enough, but then to make it even a little bit more nutty, Mike then takes us inside to show us food labels. Mike complains about the ingredients in his little jar of marmalade. He is shocked, yes, utterly shocked, that he paid $4 or $5 for a jar of basically sugar syrup. Here, check this out there, Columbo. Why don't you look at the label in the store before you pay for it and bring it home? You have the choice what you put in your cart. If you are dumb enough to decide to look at a label after the fact, it's no one's fault but your own. If you're worried about ingredients that they're putting in your food and what you're going to take home and what you're paying for and what you're going to eat, look at the label first. Look at it there. Oh, I don't like that. Put it back on the shelf there. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, don't worry. I'm sure someone will buy you just exactly what you need. Just hang your head and hold out your hand like you always do. Which leads me to believe this. I wonder how many people claim Mikey on their taxes as a dependent. All right, Tater put one out. It's whatever. They were in Louisiana, and Tater's talking about how warm it is and everything, and how humid it is. You're in Louisiana, on your way to Mississippi, and you're talking about how humid it is in what? When was this? The end of April? Maybe the beginning of May? Dude, you ain't seen shit. Wait till July and August there, my friend. You're going to be one big fat puddle. It's humid at the end of April. All right. Well, yeah, what did they do? They went to a gator park and walked around. Yeah, it was just whatever. Tater must have got schmeckle wet because, yeah, he was just happy as a clam. He was just bouncing around all happy as a lark. He was saying about how humid it was, but he had a spring in his step and a smile on his face. So he definitely must have got a little. And, of course, like always, little weather gremlin strikes yet again. On his way from Louisiana to Mississippi, they had to pull over once again because, yes, severe weather is following the Tater. No surprise. And he is watching all the Ryan Hall y'alls and Max Velocity and all that. He's got them on and he's just watching everything. And it's epic. It's it's gonna rain fucking frogs soon, there, buddy. Hang in there, Tater. You're gonna make it to Mississippi so you can work on your bus. I don't know who you conned into letting you and Diana hang out and destroy their property while you work on shit, but don't worry there, buddy. You'll make it there eventually. If the epic weather doesn't keep you back. Oh man, like I said, find out where Tater is and stay far, far, far away. All right, now we got Timmy. I didn't watch anything. I just wasn't in the mood to listen to his yabbering on and on and on about something we probably heard 19 times before, and making some promises about what diet he's going to go on next, and the epic content that's coming our way, and his magnificent travels. I'm sure I didn't watch, but I'm sure it's all that and more. What I did go, I just went to check to see what the deal was, and it looks like Timmy's back problems are his blessing. That's right. He must have made his bed extra special, even though his back was out. I bet he took the time to make that bed because he is getting some blessings. His views are way, way, way up. That's right. People were tuning in just to see Timmy's suffering. I don't know how much longer he can milk this back thing, but I'm sure he's going to do it as long as he can. And I'm kind of anxious to see what happens once he starts talking about something else. If he goes back to Groundhog Day Tim and his views go down, or what. It's always just, it's exciting. It's exciting to see what's going to happen. Not his videos, because they're all boring as shit, but it's fun to watch and just read the titles and the thumbnails. Coming to you from Walmart.
I'm BlindViews, And that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews. That's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.